We are back, baby. We are back. We are back.
Check, and check it out. We are back. It is I, the Bullfrog, also known as Rocky.
And I'm just Aaron.
And we are just kicking it. Been a little minute, aka a week, due to me. That time change was crazy. I did not see that coming.
That time change messed me up bad.
I did not see that coming. I thought I was good. Thought I was going to lay down for an hour or two. That hour or two turned to 5, and I'm confused. But I'm here now.
So today, this is a milestone episode for us.
Yeah.
This is episode 20. We have hit the big 2-0.
Woo! You gotta add like some cheering and indistinct chatter, as the subtitles say, in the background.
Wind whooshing.
Yeah, wind whooshing, door slams.
I can't stand captions when they do that.
Inaudible music. But yeah, man, big 2-0. Been a long time coming.
Yeah, it seems like I don't know why. Does it feel like it's been more or less than that to you?
I just feel like it's been more, but I don't know. Maybe we are correct. I don't know. Maybe because we're always in here and we work here, it feels like more.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe those events in between. See, I don't know.
But all in all, I've been feeling it. I'm like giving out useless information that people don't need in their lives that they could just bring up willingly at any time.
Hey, you gotta have some purpose.
Rock solid fact. Down syndrome people can't walk backwards.
There's no way that's.
I mean,
confirmed.
Hey man, you could look it up.
Is it? Is that the thing?
I feel like I heard that somewhere. I can't remember, but I'm pretty
Theo
sure.
Vaughn said that.
I'm pretty sure that maybe that's where I heard it from. Maybe that's where I heard it from though. But then I feel like that's a real thing. I'm
gonna look it up right now.
And while he's doing that, people, how was your day? You already know what I'm gonna ask. Y'all eating your veggies? Did you take a good poop? Ain't nothing like taking a good old dump, especially after a long day.
All right.
Hey, why is it that when you have to use the bathroom, deuce or number 1 or number 3, whatever that could be, the closer you get home, the worse it gets?
It's a mind thing. I think it's because it's like a subconscious thing. Because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like the closer you get home, the worse it gets.
You're like, oh, I kind of have to take a dump. And then it's like as soon as you get to the front door, your body's like, now. You're going to dump now.
It's like that process is just the worst. The stomach gets tight. The emptiness be there. You got the sweat balls forming on the top of your forehead. You leaned all over to the side. The cramps be real. And it just intensifies the more the miles get shorter.
So I found an answer, but I don't fully trust it because it's, for some reason, an AI-generated answer.
Not a reliable source. Understandable.
But it says that they can walk both forward and backwards.
But you don't trust it.
No.
Why don't you trust that they can walk backwards, Aaron?
No, I don't trust the AI. I don't trust that. I don't trust a robot to tell me what. Okay, that's TikTok. That's definitely not happening.
So all
right, I'll take your word for it for now until I get further evidence.
Don't take my word for it because once again, I heard it from somewhere. I just can't remember where. It could be a Theo Vaughn clip because that does sound like something he would say.
It was the Theo Vaughn and Trevor Wallace.
That can definitely be, that can be. That definitely is alive. It came out of his mouth. But other than that, if there's any autisties or Down Simmies out there, let us know. Can you moonwalk for us?
One of the couple of things I wanted to ask you. This question just randomly hit me the other day. If you could take a movie prop from any movie, just one, what prop would it be from what movie?
Any movie prop.
Because I haven't even really thought about it that hard, but
dang, that's a good one. You're going to have to give me, what would yours be? Let me go after you. That's a good one. I ain't never really thought about that.
Movie prop. Because I thought of it, and then I proceeded to not think of anything.
Dean Winchester's car.
What is that from?
Supernatural?
Okay, that's what I thought.
You're not a fan of Supernatural? You never?
I never got my sister.
Wow.
My sister and my mom loved it.
Wow.
Jensen Ackles, I'm pretty sure, is the guy that plays Dean. That's his real name.
Okay, I'm about to say, man, I'm terrible with real names. You got to give me actor names,
That
man.
is that is like my sister's number one all-time crush.
Oh, word. Okay.
And my mom both loved that show, and I tried to watch it, but I just couldn't.
Bro, it's a great show, and I
couldn't
got
get
on
into it.
I got on it late. My homie from college told me to watch it. He tells me to watch a lot of stuff, and he's pretty spot on. Shout out to Matt, man. Matt came a long way. And one thing I know about Matt is he can call a good show, and he's like Nick Cannon, not with the kids, but with the money making decisions. Like that man can make some money. I ain't never really met a young boy because he's probably like 25 now, maybe 26 now, but he be making bread.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
You have to these days.
Yeah, I mean, my man was not going to incriminate nobody, but, he was a crazy college guy. He he went from that to beekeeping, to owning his own farm.
That's the most random.
Hey, man, let him do.
thing.
Hey, he's a man of many talents, no homo. Beekeeping. He got his own little farm going on, supplying a whole city of Hickory, damn near.
I mean, hey, good for him.
And now I think he's like a diamondologist. He's dealing with like jewelry and shit now.
Doing like some
Yeah,
uncut
and his
gems.
girl a little bit. His girl a baddie. Yeah, he living his best life. Shout out to Matt, man. Give him his flowers. Fake little applause in the background. Woo!
Go Matt.
Go Matt.
So I think I've landed on
It's important to have good friends in your life.
on one prop, because, and I mean it's from Forrest Gump, the Cortezes.
The Nike Cortezes? That's
That
not a prop.
Yeah, it is.
That's just a common shoe.
No, I'm just saying like those specifically.
You can go cop those right now.
Yeah, but it's different. If they were worn in
You want
the
them on
movie.
Tom Hanks' feet?
Yeah, I want them like in a case. I want Tom Hanks's legs still attached to them.
You want the smell of his feet still in the shoe from like 2003 when the movie came out.
1994.
Oh, excuse me. My bad. I hate Tom Hanks.
Why?
Opinion court
Why?
starting early.
I mean, I know I've heard that before. I've heard like people don't like him. But
I thought I was the only one.
What's your reasoning?
I don't hate Tom Hanks. I just feel like society put him in like America's favorite film. Like anything he touches, you just have to like Robin Williams or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but I don't like Tom Hanks movies. I don't. I fuck with Toy Story heavy.
Right.
Love Toy Story. Castaway was cool.
See, I think really the only one.
But Forrest Gump, I'm good on. I just thought that movie was stupid.
I mean, I can name on one hand how many Tom Hanks movies I like, and it's Forrest Gump.
Never liked Forrest Gump.
And honestly, the other two were just
Jenny.
him just playing real people, which is Sully and Captain Phillips.
Anybody,
it's not like
anybody could have played that movie.
Right. It's not like an original character.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what people misread when I say like they suck as an actor or they're just not good because they don't create that certain role that nobody can play.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if Keanu Reeves wanted to retire, there would be no Matrix. Can't nobody play Neo like Keanu Reeves.
Or like Jim Carrey playing Ace Ventura.
Yeah, you just couldn't do it. Well,
I don't know. That'd be hard, I think.
Yeah,
can't
nobody do Ace Ventura. No,
that enthusiastic.
But exactly. Everybody has their token role, and if you don't, then that's how you know you suck as an actor. Hence, Key and Peele.
You just I'm surprised you're not like you have like a list. You're like Key and Peele, Michael B. Jordan. That guy sucks.
I promise you, man. Hey, as long as you with me on the boat, man, Michael B. Jordan sucks. Anybody can play his role. Oh, can't nobody do Creed. Are you crazy? Jake Gyllenhaal did Southpaw and did an amazing job. He would kill Creed. He would be the first white Creed, and everybody would go see it.
Speaking of Jake Gyllenhaal and fighting movies, have you seen the remaking Roadhouse?
I did. Conor McGregor. I watched that trailer this morning.
It actually looks pretty.
It looks pretty
good.
I'm interested. I'm interested.
I never saw the original one from the 80s, but
Jake Gyllenhaal be doing his thing, minus Brokeback Mountain. But I'd never seen it. I just have no interest. But I heard it was a pretty good film, so maybe he does great being gay.
Pretty sure it was nominated for like some awards back in the day.
Plenty of awards, a lot. Like that was, yeah. If you make it on The Family Guy or South Park, you made it.
Speaking of that, I was actually just about to mention that. Whenever I think of, like I said, I've never seen the original Roadhouse, but the only thing that
Family
I ever
Guy.
think of,
Yeah, that's instantly what I thought
is when
of.
Peter goes around kicking everything.
Roadhouse.
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 That is the only thing I think of.
Oh my goodness, that's the only reason why I'm pretty much familiar with Roadhouse is because of Peter Griffin.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen the Peter Griffin? Not the live action, the real life Peter Griffin. He's a big guy, shaves his beard down. He got a butt chin. He plays like Call of Duty.
It's overplayed, I think, in my opinion.
I thought it was crazy. I was like, oh man.
It's like it was cool at first. It's like, oh, that's interesting, but like I don't need to watch this guy stream Warzone.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
That's just not. I don't need to do that.
It's like this little, not this little kid, this grown guy using this little voiceover for a little kid playing Call of Duty. I'm 10 and a half and it was funny at first until you realize, like, oh, you really be streaming for hours sounding like a little kid. That's a little weird.
Yeah.
That's slippery slopes.
I mean, it'd be different if you did it like,
once or twice.
Or like every other game or something.
Yeah, but the
Like,
fact that's your main go-to is to have like a little kid's voice and you're sitting here mid-20s touching 30s. That's
right.
Where's Chris Hansen?
Speaking of squeakers and children playing video games, I know it's been said before, but I got caught up the other day watching OG Modern Warfare 2 lobbies.
Classic, man. Classic.
And the slurs
like you haven't
and the just insane stuff that people would say to each other.
That's how you know who's racist and who's not. Anybody that likes playing Call of Duty is racist. That's just my theory. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say.
I may or may not have just folded and bought Modern Warfare 3 because I was that bored.
I'm gonna die on this hill. You want to find out if your white friends is racist? Ask them if they play Call of Duty.
Well, if that's the case, then you're calling me racist. And that's not the case.
Yeah. Okay, I know the N word slipped out once or twice on that headset.
No. Well, no.
You ain't got a lot to be bad. It's cool.
A lot of gay slurs.
It's cool.
On there too.
A lot of gay slurs.
Yeah, it was bad. It's kind of one of those things where like you look back and you're like, oh my god, people said this.
And then even if like back in the Halo days, like you said, Modern Warfare 2 era or Black Ops 2 era, like Halo 2 or Halo 3 days, man, the no scope days, like we used to use the word rape like it was crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah,
like it was crazy, and not even like skin to skin, meat to meat, no permission content attended, just strictly like, oh man, you just got shot down. There was no hope for you.
Yeah,
it's just like,
yeah, it's kind of crazy to look at those old like videos and to see how much we can't say now. You know what I mean?
I'm glad it's not going around like talking about it because people can get too offended because the world is just too offended nowadays to the point where Call of Duty or Halo or Grand Theft Auto or whatever the case may be could just get discontinued.
Oh yeah,
like just on recall, just like nope, yep, can't do that no more. Too racist. Nope, can't do that no more. Supports SA.
Yeah. Oh, and there was another thing that I just saw earlier that. So have you seen where Le'Veon Bell, the former running back for the Steelers, is on OnlyFans?
Gross.
And he tweets just some nasty shit, dude. Like it's so gross. Like
I'm good on that.
It is so gross.
I'm good on that. Look, man.
But the memes were great.
After the Island Boys.
Yeah, that was all for publicity.
That was even if it was for publicity, they did it. What you mean?
No. I'm not saying it like didn't happen. I'm just saying like they were just like plants. That wasn't like.
But yeah, even if so, it's just all like stuff that's used for publicity is supposed to be made up. Like this whole Jake Paul Mike Tyson beef for the fight. That's for publicity.
I'm gonna call that now. That's gonna be rigged for Jake Paul.
You already know.
That's gonna be.
You already know. Like sports is rigged anyways. Everybody has a script nowadays. It's clear as day because once again, there's no way that a Viner or a YouTuber makes a hiatus for a good 3 to 4 years in boxing and just now is able to challenge legends in the world greatest. No, it's for publicity.
And have you seen
it's money involved?
They're gonna use they're gonna have on headgear, so they're gonna have like the little like whatever those like soft helmets are called.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have softer than usual gloves.
Or probably, yeah, that can make sense too.
And honestly, people are gonna hate. There's that sound again.
I'm about to blow up, you guys. There's another sound going off. I don't know what's going on, but yeah.
I can only hope that Mike Tyson kills him on national television.
It would, if it was real, if it was back in the day, like 90s, early 2000s. Oh, for sure. But Jake Paul wouldn't even stand a chance. He wouldn't even be able to make it to. It wouldn't even be able to get to Mike Tyson.
I can't stand Jake Paul.
But yeah, it's all for publicity. But you can't be all like, matter of fact, P-Valley or whatever. It's a great show if you've never seen it, by the way. Stripper Adventure. But there's a scene over there where it's like this go hard rap dude. I forgot his name. I ain't seen the show in a minute. But he's some go hard thug, and he gay. And there's a couple of scenes, just that and the third.
I feel like I've heard about. I feel like I've seen
probably
like
you messing with this random flamer named Uncle Clifford that owns the strip club. Yeah. Anyways, they get into a little makeout scene, little sex scene, and everything like that. And then, of course, he got to promote it on his page, his social media, and everything like that because it's a great show. You got to promote it, and that's why you here. Right. Everybody want Lil Murder. That's his name, Lil Murder. Everybody want to know what Lil Murder got going on. He's about to get his heart broken and everything, and he got to actually play that role through social media and everything. Once again, publicity stunt. But everybody and their mama know that he married. He got kids and everything.
It's all for show.
Yeah. But you can't be all like, yeah, we need you to actually be gay. And he's like, all right. No, not acting. Be like you.
No, you're gay now.
It's for publicity though. No. Once the season's over, you can stop being gay. But for right now, you're really gonna have to take it in the butt. You're really gonna have to. You're really gonna have to.
You're gonna have a real sex with.
Yeah,
dudes.
there is no more stunt devils, bro. You're really gonna have to lick this dude's abs. Like,
speaking of fake stuff on TV,
it's just like even if it was for a publicity stunt for the Island Boys, they did it, so it's just weird.
Is your girl into reality TV? Like, is she as obsessed with Love Is Blind like the rest of the world is right now?
Oh, for sure. Oh, wait. No, I lied. Not Love Is Blind, but Love on a Spectrum.
Oh yeah, that's another one that everybody's upset. My sister's watching that. I
love that show myself.
I have not watched that one.
Your sister seems cool, but every now and then she ruins it, man. You hit me up with, what did you say? She was a cowboy fan, or she likes Marvel, or it was something.
I mean, no, she's a Dolphins fan like me, but I mean, yeah, she does like Marvel to my knowledge.
Because I was just like, I remember it was the whole DC thing, and then this was like, no, Marvel all day.
Oh yeah,
like, you crazy, and it was something else. It was something else. I don't know, and I was just all like, oh man, I don't know if I'm feeling her. Got terrible people in your family, Aaron.
They're not all like that. I remember that now.
But yeah, Love Is Blind, everybody is into that. I heard that a couple of times. But Love on the Spectrum is a great show. Great show. Hilarious.
People will not shut up about Love Is Blind. And I watched like an episode of it with a girl. And it is so...
It's stupid.
It is just the most fake manufactured drama. Like, it is the epitome of just a fake-ass reality show.
My mom would probably like it because she likes a lot of reality shows that have nothing to do with anything, especially Ratchet TV. She loves Ratchet TV. But Keeping Up with the Kardashians, she's real big on that. I'm pretty sure she watches Love and Blind as much as I've been hearing about it. But I don't know. I don't want to call the show ass because I never seen it. And usually I like to give something 1 or 2 episodes or listen to before I put my opinion on it. So it could be good. I don't know. But by your face and your expression, it ain't worth it.
It was just kind of annoying to watch, if that makes sense. Like, it's annoying to listen to these people talk, you know?
That's how I feel about Law and Order.
Hey, all right, Law and Order's... okay, SVU...
See,
is different.
See,
you one of those
people. You one of those people. See?
Law and Order is one of those shows where, like, I would be, like, say I'm like dating a chick, right? And I would go over to her house, and it would just be on. I'd be like in my head, I'd say, I don't really want to watch this, and then halfway through the episode, I'm like, well, who did it? Like, how are they gonna get it?
Not
like,
even. I fall asleep. I'll try to do anything, but
it's also good for that.
It.
It's also like a good background noise. It's good to fall asleep to. You know.
I mean, I got murder documentaries out the ass we could watch for background noise, but I don't know. My girlfriend be fiending for me to get in Law and Order, and I told her I'll watch it if she watches Naruto. and I made it to like season 2 and some change, and I'm starting to get into it. I can see what the hype is about, but at the same time,
Have you seen? So that documentary dropped.
Oh, Nickelodeon,
The Quiet
Dark
on the
Side?
Set.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. No,
I gotta watch the next 2 episodes. I didn't watch them last night.
I only watched like 15 minutes of the first one. I left it on pause because I totally forgot about it. I was watching it on my way here. So
Jeez.
yeah,
That sounds safe. I mean, I've done it. I've done it
I
during
was
football
scrolling
season.
and I saw Drake Bell had some stuff to say, and I'm just all like, "Aren't you on trial right now for messing with kids? Are you even allowed to be on set?"
Yeah, so the second episode,
and I guess it's good for him for his case, so that way he could be like he's enabled, and that's all he knows since Nickelodeon.
Right, and so the first 2 episodes basically just talk about Dan Snyder, the guy that was basically like the brains behind all the shows and everything. But the second episode ends with the clip that was in the trailer where they're telling the guy that somebody was SA'd on one of the cast.
And it was like one of our kids.
He's like one of the kids.
Yeah.
And then the episode ends with Drake Bell sitting in the chair. So I've got to watch that when I get home. Because I think they're putting them out. I think they're putting them out in 2s. They put out like 2 premiere episodes, then the next day I think 2 more dropped.
I know me and my girl wanted to watch it, but she'd be taking too long. She's a procrastinator.
Yeah, I get that.
I just have to watch stuff without her because it's not even like with the TV shows. I don't even care if she's listening to this. She can get mad all she wants, but she has no kind of sense of urgency cell in her body.
That would drive me insane.
Oh my God. Like, example, last week, hey, can you come outside? There's 2 big-tailed dogs out here running around and I don't want to get attacked. Oh, Lord, okay. Now I got to put on clothes because I don't wear clothes in my house, so now I'm like, crap, babe's in trouble. Let me go be superhero. Hope they ain't too close to the car. Do I get my dog? Nah, she said 2. So I just go ahead and grab like a little bat, maybe my gun, something, I don't know. So grab my little Mace and my bat just in case stuff gets real, in case the dogs won't friendly. There are a couple of ways there. I want to say they're probably about a good 50 feet away, 60 feet away. You know, they're a little bit down there.
Reasonable distance.
Yeah, enough to start running and just get in the house. And then so I'm all like, hey, I walk down the driveway, go up to her car, open up the car door. She's getting out and everything. And I'm like, hey, how's work? She was like, good. And I looked and I was like, oh, they were big-tailed dogs. 2 big-tailed dogs just running amok in the neighborhood playing. I'm like, She's getting out the car and everything. I'm looking down the street to make sure they ain't approaching. They looking at me. I'm looking at them. They ain't paying me no mind. They continue playing, running up and down the street and everything. And then I happen to look back to see if my girl's okay. Why is she checking the mail? What are you?
She's like, well, I'm out here, so
do that tomorrow or later. Like, you just called me to interrupt my nap to let me know that you about to get attacked by dogs, and you want to check the mail?
I had to put clothes on to come out here, and you want to go check the mail?
Check the mail? What? Why, there's danger right here?
I mean, I don't want to sound sexist or anything, but I feel like that's just women. That's just women. That's just women
it
being
is,
women.
Man.
Like
it is.
Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. But like, while I'm out here, I might as well go check the mail.
I know they're born with the nurturing, the tolerance and the patient genes, but they won't lie about that patient genes. They take their time.
That's one of my. That's honestly, like, people with no sense of urgency. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, and just like in general.
And you ask her, I'm like the biggest asshole of all. I'm like, do you not know how much opportunity you're depriving by just taking all day?
Every second counts. Every minute counts.
I know I'm late. I'm fashionably late, but I be late on purpose because it's not. I'm never going to anywhere that I can learn something from.
Right.
So it's just like
I'm going to work.
Yeah, even with work, it's just all like it's versus here versus Walmart. Yeah, I'm always late to Walmart, and Walmart is like literally a 30-second drive, but it's Walmart. What I got to learn from Walmart for? Just should have paid bills so I can go home. Versus here, I try to be at least 15 minutes early.
Yeah,
a whole hour early and some change before an event, But that's just me. But anything else dealing with life? Oh no, I'm trying to get this out the way.
I mean, I very much can procrastinate. It just depends on what it is.
Yeah.
If it's something that like I can just like eventually get around to, eventually I'll just say, okay, let me just go ahead and do it so it's done. so I don't have to keep putting it off. Like I still haven't done my taxes.
But that part.
Just because I hate doing my taxes.
But let it be self-care or pampering. Always on time, on T.
Oh, yeah.
Will cancel the whole earth if you could just to get them hair and nails done.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Well, I guess I guess that makes sense.
Ain't gonna miss a beat on your little Brazilian wax appointment.
No, of course not. Because that's something you like want to do, I guess. As opposed to having to do something you don't want to do. It's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do it.
Got her hair and nails done right now to a T. Look good from the follicles to the cuticles. You heard me? But God knows, nah, man, them dogs got to wait a couple of months before they get their rabies shot.
They're not going to bite anybody. They'll be fine.
We got trips and stuff to make. They be all right. I got to get these pandas right quick. I got to get these Cortezes. You know what I'm saying? My Shein Amazon order. Got to get got. Oh, but yeah, like you said, it's got to be a female thing. I don't want to just keep putting it on her.
Because I've come across very few guys that are like that.
Yeah, either they're on point or they just don't care. Nothing in between.
Right.
And I can't stand the people that don't care. Because the people that don't care to know. And there's nothing that I hate worse than somebody who loves to scream, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like learn something, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I've only had like maybe a couple of coworkers that are like that just have no sense of urgency whatsoever when the job requires urgency. So like that drove me kind of insane, but it's definitely, I feel like, mostly women.
It has to be.
They're just like, oh well, everybody, you're waiting on me, so I'll get there when I get there. She's
going through it now with the girls at her job because she's a social worker. So it's a lot of hoopla and a lot of secrets and a lot of miscommunications against, I guess, their own group. The famous saying is it'd be the closest ones. It'd be your own peoples.
Yeah.
And as usually the case in that part, they're so close, and now they're all falling apart slowly but surely, doing a female drama or secrets being kept. Of course, the usual. But other than that, lighter note. Did you hear about the multiverse idea for the Spider-Man? But it got canceled?
I think so. I heard that there's a rumor about a Tobey Spider-Man 4 directed by the same guy that directed the first three, Sam Raimi, and how they would work that. It would have to be like some multiversal thing to work that in with like, I know they want to incorporate like the Spider-Verse, like the Miles Morales thing, and like
I thought it was raw, but they scrapped it
already.
Yeah, they scrapped it, which was stupid because the idea was amazing. I was just like, yo, a multiplayer Spider-Man game, PS5 or whatever PlayStation has come out, and then you get to choose different Spider-Man from the different Spideyverses?
I thought they were just now starting to kind of get deeper into it.
I heard they scrapped it. I don't know. Maybe I gotta look, but I heard they scrapped that idea.
Like I heard,
because I'm like, why would you do that? That idea would be raw. Like you could be Venom, or you could be the Uncle Ben Spider-Man, or you could be the female Spider-Man, or you could be Miles Morales, or you could be Homecoming.
Just even if they do movies, like if they say they do follow through with like a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4. And then they do intertwine, like the Spider-Verse and all that stuff, and just in movies.
Yeah, like
how much money that would make them.
Into the Spideyverse just opened up a whole new world for y'all. Like you no longer have to stop the Spider-Man movies.
But the only problem is, I think, with the whole thing is Spider-Man, the character, is still owned by Sony, and Sony has proven with a few different movies, they don't know what the hell they're doing when it comes to like a universe. Madam Web that just came out. It is notoriously bad. Morbius, notoriously bad.
Yeah.
So they've proven they have no clue what they're doing in terms of like running a universe.
That's true too.
So that's the only problem I really see.
Who did Jumper?
Hayden Christensen, the guy that was in Star Wars. Or you're talking about like the director?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Because I'm going to say he should just grab it. Because Jumper was amazing.
Let's see here.
But yeah, and then I can only imagine Doug
Liman? Never heard of him.
Yeah, me neither. I was just thinking.
But Jumper was a good movie.
Underrated.
People forget about. I forgot about that movie, but I used to be obsessed with that movie.
of different universes and different time periods, and I'm just like, Jumper was straight.
Yeah, Jumper was. It was cool the way they did it too.
Jumper and Maze Runner, because they went like hand in hand.
Never seen it.
You never seen Maze Runner?
No.
Oh, awesome book if you read, but movie. My bad. Movie was a bad.
What do I look like, a nerd to you?
My bad. But great movie too as well. But yeah, then it'll just be dope because then you could also push it to have the first Black Spider-Man, have like a live action. Morales, and then he can meet up with Tobey Maguire. And
right.
That'll be dope.
I really wanted a live action Miles Morales movie.
That'll be dope. And then a Black Venom. That'd be kind of cool.
And and because like the
so
Spider-Man
Venom like a goofy vigilante superhero, but can you imagine if he came in like just dark, like how the comic books and Nintendo treated him?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say out of everything that's like Marvel, I'd say the Spider-Man character just in general and like its universe alone, they could go a million different directions with it. And it would still work because people are going to pay to see that.
Of course. Spider-Man is just an amazing series in general.
Right.
Who doesn't like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Especially then if you could go back into a different universe and when Uncle Ben is alive, and just bring him back.
God almighty. These allergies are killing me too. God.
It is the time. Springtime. They could also take X-Men far too, but I don't know why that just kind of ended with Logan.
I want them to totally redo and
the whole
reboot
thing.
X-Men.
The
with
whole thing. The way that the whole AI thing is kicking off nowadays, or just the graphics of the CGI and everything, like, bruh.
For the record, I always thought X-Men was cooler than like the rest of Marvel. I thought,
for sure.
I always thought because X-Men is grounded in such a more like realistic. You know, like in the original ones where like people are like afraid of them.
Yeah.
Because they have superpowers.
The whole mutant thing, like, bruh.
And they're just like normal people that have superpowers. That was always like way cooler to me than just being like everybody's cool with the fact that there's superheroes that, run everything.
And that's why I can appreciate The Boys, because they took a different approach. Because
they made them bad.
We would always get movies like Superman or Batman or X-Men or just the whole common base. I'm used to superheroes. This is who they are. Let's be scared of them or let's appreciate them kind of deal.
They're always good guys. But they're always doing the right thing.
But The Boys is just all like, no, they're your average Joe Blows. They're humans with superpowers, which means their mistakes are actually big mistakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard when you have super speed and you actually run into somebody and just completely decimate.
That's like my biggest thing.
Because
that's my biggest reason I love that show is because it's such a realistic take on if superheroes existed.
Because The Flash, great series. He runs into people and walls and stuff all the time and nothing happens.
Right.
But it's just like, imagine if The Flash was actually human with powers.
And then A-Train does it and blows up homie's girlfriend.
You know what I'm saying? Let's say he runs and he trips over his own shoestrings and then he breaks all of his bones for like a whole month.
Right.
Now he's just in this big old full body cast because he was doing 90 in the 15 and tripped over his shoestring.
In a school zone.
Yeah, it tripped over his shoestring, It's like, damn.
We're at...
On his way to fight crime. Any wise words from you? Let's switch it up.
Oh, gosh.
Wise words from a decent man.
You know me, I'm the most optimistic person out there. Sheesh.
Let's hear from the A-Train.
Aaron. Man, all I can say is, I know it's tough out there. Everybody just take it a day at a time. Don't get too caught up, and this and that. Just take it a day at a time. Everything sucks for everybody right now. So
big fact.
So just take it a day at a time. Breathe. Make sure you eat. Make sure you sleep. And that's all I got.
I that a day at a time. Y'all heard them, people. Love, peace, Afro grease.
Till next time.